Our frameworks are completely wrong on how we think about using AI. We're taking 1980s ideas and applying 2025 technology. So in this video, I'm going to teach you how to take any old school methodology and readapt it with using AI for AI. Let's dive in. And I'm going to do this with GTM because I know go-to-market really well. So let's start off. What I want you to do is I want you to describe in immense detail the 5 key steps when a CRO is thinking about building a go-to-market plan. What are the 5 key essential points from idea to shipped campaign? Enumerate them in great detail that most CROs use. So all we're just trying to do is we're trying to get the current thinking of the way that people think. And the problem is that this current method was invented before AI. So it is generally a flawed premise. And what you need to do is you need to have the model help reorient your thinking. Market research, competitive analysis. Great. So this is really fantastic, right? This is how they do it. Financial modeling, target customer definition. Okay, great. ICP, that's great. Okay, market-based segmentation, nice. Value prop and messaging, all right. Now, this was a model that was created before AI. I think there are probably a lot of fundamental truths in here, but what I want you to do is I want you to help reorient the thinking here for a AI-first world. Now, there are some things that I believe about an AI-first world that I want you to incorporate and help you use to adjust. The first thing I believe about it is that it is immensely capable if creative constraint with context is applied, which means that it needs context on what you're trying to accomplish in a specific order. It needs to be constrained, which means it should only do things like text summarization from API calls, for example, or like only output things in this way and don't fail. And then it can be ultra creative. And so what I want you to, and the other thing I believe is that I think that AI is really bad at like inventing like large tasks. I also think that a human needs to be the sort of final approver. But what I want you to do is I want you to completely break this notion of how a team should work today. I want you to have a first principles approach. First, what I want you to do is tell me what are the things that AI can do exceptionally well, what are the things it's okay at, and what are the things that it's bad at. Then only after you have done that, what I want you to do is I want you to help me rethink of the model. So if a CRO was to start today with today's most capable large language models, how would they think about their process? In what order would they think about it? Where they can leverage AI the most that will have the smallest degree of failure and the greatest degree of success? Where it will multiply their team's output 10x. And I'm just looking for the strategic framework with how to think about this. I don't want to go into a crazy tools definition. I just want to know if we were to build this from the ground up today, destroying or basically decomposing the thinking models of the past and recomposing the most important pieces and structuring them into sort of a 5-step process here. How would you reorganize that to make sure that AI can give us the most potential benefit with the smallest number of risk in this new world? So again, first, what I want you to do is outline what AI is amazing at, what it's okay at, and what it sucks about. And then and only then do I want you to reinvent this 5-step process. So basically what we're doing is I have sort of a fundamental belief that the main problem is that we're trying to deploy old frameworks in new thinking with new AI technology. And bolting this into old thinking is actually a terrible idea. You really need to reorient the world, and I think ChatGPT can help you reorient the world. So we're going to see how well this thing does. I have an opinion about this reoriented world, which is why I'm starting with go-to-market. But I think that I hope that this process will work for anything. So let's. Yeah, pattern recognition. Okay, great. Okay, great. Yes, yes, yes. This is great. This is exact. This is great. Strategic direction, critical intelligence objectives, and question and answer. Key data sources and authorized AI access with proper boundaries. This is exactly what I'm doing. Critical context that AI might miss. Um, Data. This is like data. This is exactly where I start. Analyze thousands of competitors simultaneously. Monitor competitors for pricing changes. White space opportunity through pattern recognition. This is product innovation, right? Process unstructured data at scale. This is amazing. This is exactly the type of stuff that I do. Um, Human defined specific intelligence questions and context constraints. AI gathered process relevance data from authorized sources. Insights and identifying patterns. Human evaluates and asks clarifying questions, provide additional context. AI refines analysis, and human make finals on market priorities. This is great. Um, Customer intelligence into human. So traditional segmentation gives way to multi-dimensional customer modeling powered by AI with human expertise applied to validate and refine. Qualitative insight from customer conversations. This is where I'm getting all my data from. Customer conversations. AI generated customer from real world experience. There are a couple companies doing this. Non obvious needs and emotional drivers. Interview protocols to fill in gaps. This is exactly an AI. This is exactly how we develop an AI tool, because you can ask a customer question that they don't know. Um, Hyper granular and dynamic segmentation. Fuck. This is my model. This is my fucking model. Move beyond traditional, process thousands of customer attributes. I don't do this. This is micro segments. Is exactly how I do it. Behavioral pattern recognition. I mean, I don't. I think this is deranged, but I understand. AI generates initial segmentation models based on available data. Human provides feedback. This is my model. Message architecture replaces developed with a systematic message architecture. Enables personalization at scale, maintaining intuitive creative control. I don't do this exactly, but establish messaging boundaries and tone. Uh, Atomic message components that can be recombined. That's really interesting. I never thought about that. Tag message elements by customer need, objection, and journey stage. This is too hard. I have a different internal mental model. Um, Intelligence path to market. Yes. So this is exactly right. Basically, how do you maintain key relationships? But AI tells you exactly when to route the customer and where. This is exactly what I see happening with a lot of AI tools. And basically, involve humans at the right time. Implementation for the first AI first CRO. Cultural and change management, super important. Ethical guidelines, boring. Technical foundation, this is absolutely key. And then how do you measure it? So I think you can use this process to take anything here and at least give you an insight about how to reorient your model for an AI first world. And if you can do this, then you can find places for AI to slot in the exact way. If you know this well enough, it's easier to edit this than invent it. And this is I will drop this prompt here, and this is from some fundamental things that I know to be true about AI and its capabilities. And this wasn't too far off from the model that I invented, which is a little scary here. But this is the type of prompting that you need to be able to reorient your thinking for any AI thing you do, to have an AI first mentality. Do not inject AI to existing systems. Deploy it in a new way with new processes. This gives you 10x leverage. You're not just trying to make the stuff you're doing manually automated today. This is an AI first future, and I'd like to welcome you to day one.